Darlings, how are you? It is a happy Sunday. I am nice and relaxed. Relaxed for the upcoming week. But you know what? We are all kinds of fabulous. So we're going to tackle this week, these following months, these following 4 years, and onwards like the fabulous people that we are. Because what else do? We do everything fabulously. Anyway. So I'm hoping that you remember that if you're like, stuck on a project or you're just having a stressful day, just tell yourself, girl or dude or darling me, I am fabulous. I got this. Anyway, darling. So let's just hop on to episode 8 between Devin and Virginia. Still cute. Still think they're very, very cute together. They meet each other's families. Right? In episode 8, my God. I feel like episode 8 and 9 is kind of like, I don't even know why there were 2 episodes. It's just like one big episode that kind of got divided into one. Or should it just been one episode? Anyway, okay, fine. Your auntie is going off on a tangent again. Anywho, so episode 8, we have Virginia and Devin talking about finances. And Virginia's stand is finances. She's not averse to helping him out with some of the debt that he still has. He shares with her that he still has some medical debt that he's working through, which he feels like he's already caught up on, and I feel, from what I heard from what he said, is that he's nearly finished with the payments for it, as well as some other, I believe he said, school loans or something like that, which both of which are likely the bulk of his debt, and that he's nearly finished with those payments. He's looking towards the future, getting becoming a homeowner, things like that. And Virginia's on board. She even says, if she's able, she would like to also assist him in those payments and getting those paid down, the debt that he's mentioned, and likely some other, smaller debt or something. But again, within reason, right? She's not saying, I'm going to be your sugar mama and like pay for everything. She's not saying that, but she's at least amenable to the fact that he had a life before they met, and that this life obviously would have some sort of potential debt that comes with it, like credit card or medical bills or things of that nature, student loans. Anywho, Virginia brings up the idea of a prenup. I'm not averse to it. I think just the word prenup, people are like, ooh, you're thinking negatively already. But hear me out. If one person doesn't want to be with the other person anymore during the marriage, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. And or one has a substantial amount of income before, and likely will remain so during the marriage and or even after the marriage, in case it implodes or whatever, there will always be that uneven keel, right? Like if one person is bringing in less than the other person, not to say that you should have the same amount of salary, because I don't know anybody who actually, like a couple who actually has the same exact salary or like the same salary bracket, like nearly close to what the other person makes. But you also have to look towards the future. Like, what if you happen to go into debt together? And then during that time, you also have like a failing marriage. It's gonna really, 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 really nearly destroy you financially, if you do not have already something in place that helps to alleviate some of that concern, because divorce is expensive. So if you don't already have a plan that you both agree on, that both make sense to you, obviously you want a lawyer to go over this, okay? Always. So that your future is protected, as well as your potential spouse or your potential ex-spouse. And if there's going to be children in the marriage, there has to also be a clause for that. What do we do? Do we all kinds of things, short of the other spouse being somebody who's like a felonious character, and should not be around you and or your brood. That's another story, but I'm just saying. But I understand where she's coming from, because a lot of times when marriages implode, it will take you years to carve out a life. Through the rubble of the emotional turmoil, the psychological turmoil of your relationship imploding, and then on top of that, the financial turmoil that it can bring. So yes, I understand that from her perspective. And although Devin is sort of like reticent to the idea, when his sister actually explained to him that she understood, where Virginia is coming from, I think he kind of started to warm up to the idea, because then he hears it from somebody who he can trust. Like, he has implicit trust in his family. Obviously, Virginia, it's not lost on him that they just barely met, I don't know, 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago? Whatever, during the filming of the show. But anyway, his family, he's had all of his life, so he has implicit trust in their honest opinions. So there's that. But their meeting with their families really goes well. I love it. And I love it. I'm already going into episode 9, by the way. But I really hope that they remain strong, the two of them. I really like them together. And maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just the romantic in me. But they really seem to not shy away from discussing important subjects, such as having children, such as like family life, combining their two families, finances, home ownership, important things that you really want to discuss in depth, because these are major factors going into a marriage. Major. Anyway, darlings, that's all we have for them. And I'm very happy thus far that they are, coasting along. They have like that very, very minor disagreement about prenup versus no prenup. And I'm really, really hoping that episode 10 and so on, all the way to the altar and all the way riding into the sunset, they make it. Okay, darlings. So anyway, with that, we're closing this. Let me know if you have an opinion otherwise from, what my recap is or what my opinion is. That's fine too. Just keep it cute, okay? Do not be fighting with peoples. Because remember, you're all kinds of fabulous. You don't have time to be fighting with people like that. And also, if you want, you can always leave grace for others. But do not ignore those red flags. Please don't. And always journey in gratitude, my darling dears. That's all we have for episode 8 and 9 for Virginia and Devin. Talk to you soon. Toodaloo for now. Bye.